Have you ever wondered how you can change a boring and plain schedule like this into something like this? Well, in this short 7-minute video, I'm going to show you how to do this, including a special trick right at the end of this video. Watching this video will really set you apart from others as a master scheduler. Now, you can see there's a fair bit of information on this Gantt chart here. After applying all of the resources to the particular tasks, you can see that project, more often than not, will by default include resource names on the Gantt chart view. Now, some of us might feel this is probably a little bit overboard and might want to tidy up the Gantt chart view. So how do we do this? Well, go to your Gantt chart format ribbon, and you can see here under Format or Format Bar Styles, you can select the option Bar Styles, and you'll be presented with a dialog box which is really the heartbeat of the whole system. All the aesthetics that are used on the Gantt chart are adjusted and can be adjusted in this bar style dialog box area. So what we want to do is look at our task, and you can see we can change the bar styles like so, colors, etc. But also look at the default text. And you can see, surprise, surprise, on the right hand side of our bars is the default resource name. Now you can simply select that, and probably the best way to get rid of it will be to hit the delete button, and that will be removed. And then if you click OK, and you see there is your bars, your milestones. The milestone dates are still there, and we can remove those, but in this particular case we'll leave them. But more importantly, the resource names have been removed from the Gantt chart view. So that's a nice way to tidy things up. Now you can see while you're in your Gantt chart format ribbon, there are little things that you can do to make adjustments to the overall color palette of the project schedule here. Now we'll go back to blue, but what if you want to make adjustments to a particular task? And as we have covered in previous videos, you can differentiate tasks that are on the critical path by clicking critical tasks. And upon clicking critical tasks, you can see that it turns into that light red color. Now, what if we want to change that? Well, once again, we go into the Format, Bar Styles, wait for the dialog box to appear. Here it is. And then we simply scroll down and look for where the critical tasks are. We can see that. We select that particular item, and then we can make an adjustment to whatever we would like to do. I might make it more of an orange color. If we do that, click OK, you can see tasks on the critical path now change to orange. But what if a particular task has a special condition? Say, for example, the task might be considered a risky task. What could we do? Well, we could first of all differentiate and highlight that task through a special condition. Now, a quick and easy way to do that is using a new column and adopting a new flag. So we scroll down and we'll adopt flag 1 as our new special condition for a risky task. Now, we can rename this. It still has the same attributes as flag 1, but if we right click and then go field settings, we can keep the field name as flag 1, but the title that'll appear on our schedule can be high risk. So we'll quickly do that. Titled high risk as shown there, and click OK. Now, we want the color of the bars of these tasks for high risk to stand out. So how do we do this? So let's go back to our Format Bar Styles settings, ensuring that we're still on the Gantt chart format ribbon. Format Bar Styles. And then we're going to want to insert a couple of new rows here to satisfy the new conditions that we've set for high risk tasks. So under task here, we'll go insert row, and we'll call this high risk. I'm going to adopt a new color shortly, but we want to effectively copy the attributes of a normal task and then add on our new conditions for flag 1, which is indicative of high risk. So what we'll do is you click on this drop down arrow, you'll notice that all of this becomes highlighted. So click on the drop down arrow, you can click on top of the text there and go Control C, and then go to the row that deals with high risk and go Control V. And while we're still in edit mode within this cell, type comma and then flag 1 with no space in between the flag and the 1. There we have it. Now we are going to change the color to stand out. So something that's risky, red or bright red comes to mind, so we'll do that. Make sure all colours are red before and after, and the pattern will try and make it a solid red so it really stands out. And we go OK. Now you'll notice that even though we click yes, nothing changes. But notice what happens when we go to critical tasks and we go yes, it changes. So we just still have a little bit more work to do. We need to also satisfy this condition for critical tasks as well as non-critical tasks. So we go back to our format, bar styles, and then we scroll down and do the same thing for critical tasks. Critical tasks, we insert row, and we might just rename this high risk critical. And then we, as before, copy all of the attributes for a critical task, and we're going to paste those attributes and add in our condition for high risk, which is flag 1. We have it. Now we can change the pattern to solid fill and change our colors, change it all red so it really stands out. Notice what happens now. It satisfies the high risk component. So you can see this is quite a very useful way in order for us to communicate tasks that have special conditions, and allows us as project managers and also our team members to be aware of tasks that can make or break a project or could cause us grief. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and please let me know if you have subscribed. I'd love to keep the conversation going.